It's time for a little something we like to call Distracted Driving Stories with Hawkeye.
Distracted driving stories with Hawkeye.
Let's talk about the people you caught watching YouTube.
Yeah, so I've caught a few people watching YouTube, but the one that was very alarming was the person I caught that was watching YouTube while driving and also driving significantly slower than the speed limit on the ring road, which almost caused an accident when I pulled him over.
What did he say when you talked to him about why he was driving so slow?
He said he just wanted to drive how he wanted to drive.
I just want to drive how I want to drive, but there's laws and stuff.
I explained to him that if there's adverse weather conditions, that would be understandable driving slower than the speed limit, but when it was perfect weather conditions, dry road, there's no reason to drive that much slower than the speed limit.
You also caught somebody watching the Vanderpump Rules?
Yeah, so I pulled that driver over and she tried to explain that she was answering an emergency work phone call. But the thing now with vehicles nowadays, everything's displayed on your infotainment screen, and it was clear as day, and I pointed out that it said on her screen that she was watching Vanderpump Rules. I believe it was season 8, I can't remember what episode it was, but she was watching that while she was driving.
Just so we're clear, you're not allowed to watch videos while you're driving a vehicle.
No, that is unsafe.
Did you really find somebody doing a Rubik's Cube while driving?
Yeah, that was a first in 15 years of policing and 5 years in the traffic unit. It kind of surprised me, but that driver is definitely more concerned about solving that Rubik's Cube than paying attention to the road.
So did they solve it?
No, clearly it's harder to do that while you're driving, so they're struggling while they're trying to finish that puzzle.
I think we need to talk about the distracted driving ticket you wrote recently that raised a few eyebrows and definitely made some headlines. What can we say about that one?
It was Albert and Avonhurst, 8 o'clock on a Saturday night on a weekend, so it's very busy traffic, which is very concerning. And also the fact that while I was pulling them over, the female passenger didn't have her seatbelt on. She finished her glass of wine while we were pulling over and threw the bottle in the back seat. And then she lied about her name, so she got a few tickets, and then the driver didn't have his license on him and got a ticket for driving without due care and attention. I know probably the biggest one that I remember from my previous days in traffic was someone watching adult videos while they're driving. That caught me off guard. This kind of took it up a notch, seeing it right beside me while we're driving. I don't want anyone else to try and one-up that again.
Remember, whether it's talking on the phone, texting on your phone, surfing the internet, watching videos, watching Netflix, or being distracted by something else entirely, distracted driving is a dangerous activity. It's one of the leading causes of collisions on our roads that injure and kill people. It's also a very expensive ticket, $580 for a first offense, plus 4 demerits, and those consequences increase with repeat offenses. So when you're driving, keep your hands on the wheel, keep your eyes on the road, and just drive.